Hello, my friends. I'm very glad to see you all on my lessons. And today we start to understand math because it's so important, not just like use the formulas with or some tricks. You need to understand how logic works. And I am a professional tutor with more than 12 years of experience in teaching mathematics and physics, and I have PhD in nuclear physics. And today I want to start with topic fractions because during all of my years of teaching, I found that a lot of students had troubles with fractions. And if you understand how to operate, how to add, how to subtract, how to divide, and how to multiply, then your study will be much easier. Okay, let's start. First of all, we study how to add and how to subtract fractions. For example, if you have fraction as first one, 2 over 7 plus 3 over 7. First of all, just to refresh your knowledge, if you 2 over 7 plus 3 over 7, then these two fractions have common denominator 7, and then in this case you see that because 7 it's common denominator, then to add you just add numerators. It means you have 7 and then you just add numerators 2 plus 3 and then adjust 5 over 7. And how to understand it? If you have just a pizza or a cake, and you split it into 7 equal pieces, then what? If you take 2 pieces of pizza and you take 3 pieces of pizza and then you plus, then what? It's just 5 pieces of pizza. That's why it's 5 over 7. It means when you have a common denominator, then it's easy. You just add numerators. And similar for subtraction. If you have, for example, 11 over 15 minus 7 over 15, here's the same, You have common denominator 15. It means you have a cake and you cut it into 15 equal parts, right? Because denominator 15. And then you have 11 pieces minus 7 pieces. And 11 minus 7 is just 4 pieces. It means just 4 pieces of this cake. It means it's 4 over 15. Simple. And again, you need to understand. If you understand, then at any time, you could just easily do any question. Continue. Then a little bit more complicated. And also, if you already know how to calculate, then stop my video. Do it on your own and then check with me, with my result. Okay, now let's start to add and to subtract fractions with different denominators. For example, what to do if you have 1 over 3 minus 7 over 15, we take, for example, 7 over 8. You see that. 1 over 3, just one piece of pizza when you cut it into 3 equal pieces, and 7 over 8, it's different. It means in this case, you cut your pizza into 8 pieces and then take 7 of pieces. That's why for such type of the fraction, when you have a different denominator, you just need to make a common denominator. It means always you need to find the number which divisible into first denominator and divisible by second denominator. It means for 3 and 8, common denominator is what? Please stop video and tell me. Right, 24. It means common denominator is 24. Then now you see that, because now, we need to make another pizza with another number of pieces. It means if it's 1 over 3, previously it's cut into 3 pieces. It means now you have denominator 24. It means now you need to see how to convert 1 over 3 into fraction with denominator 24. For this, for example, you could multiply both numerator and denominator by the same number. Because, for example, if you have 5 over 5, it's 1. That's why, for 24, to make 24 from 3, you need to times by 8. It means the next step, we write multiple, of the numerators. It means 24 over 3 is 8, and I put 8, it's multiple of 1, of the first numerator, and then I divided 24 by 8, it's 3, it means multiple of 7 of second fraction is 3. It means then you have 8 times 1 minus 7, okay, I write in the same position, like minus 7 times 3, yeah? And now what? We just calculate 8 times 1, it's 8, minus 7 times 3, it's 21, yeah, over 24. And now you simplify 8 minus 21, it's negative 13 over 24. And yeah, you cannot simplify it, just leave as minus 13 over 24, yeah, because 13 and 24 don't have any common factor. And similar procedure you do for sum of fractions. Also, when you have two fractions with different denominator, you just need to, first of all, find a common denominator, and then you just see how to calculate. Okay, as an example, if you have, for example, 2 over 5 plus 3 over 4. Yeah, it's mean again, here you have two fractions with different denominators. It means you cannot just simply add them. Yeah, and first step you need to do, you need to find the common denominator. Yeah, it's mean again. Yeah, you have 5 as a first denominator and 4 as a second denominator. It's mean a common multiple for 5 and 4 is how much? Please stop video and tell me. Yeah, right, common denominator is 20. Also, if you know how to do equations, because in math you only could understand and learn something through practice. It means you need to do a lot of questions yet to understand and to know like how to operate. It means always, yeah, if I write you any example and you know how to solve it, then you need to stop a video. You like to solve in your own, and then yeah, please back and check with me. Okay, continue. Then for 5 and 20, common denominator, for 5 and 4, common denominator is 20. Yeah, it means I write 20. Then I need to find like multiples, yeah, because 20 over 5, first multiple is 4, and then we divided 20 by 4, yeah, second multiple is 5. It means first numerator 8 times by 4, and second numerator 8 times by 5. It means 2 times 4 is 8. Plus, okay, I write here in detail that it's 2 times 4 for the first plus 3 times 5. And now, yeah, again, just simplify and see what you have. 2 times 4, it's 8, plus 3 times 5, 15, over 20. Then 8 plus 15 is 23 over 20. And again, 23 over 20 not have common factors, that's why you cannot simplify. Only you could convert it into mixed number if you want. Yeah, it's okay, because when you have numerator greater than denominator, it's called improper fraction. And then if you could convert it into mixed number, yeah, that's why you could convert it just like to 1 and 3 over 20. Yeah, it means you have integer 1 and then 3 over 20. Okay, and then, yeah, also one more important operation, it's multiplication for fractions. With multiplication, it's easy. Yeah, you just times numerator and denominator times denominator. It means you have, for example, 2 over 12, for example, times by 3 over 8. Yeah, also, of course, you could just multiply like 2 by 3 and 12 by 8. But in a case, if you see that you have like any number that you could simplify, it means firstly simplify and then multiply. Yeah, because then you see that it's like you always have easier numbers and then it's easier to multiply. It means what? 2 and 8, right, has common factor 2. It means we divided 2 by 2, you get 1, 8 by 2, you get 4. Then 3 and 12 also have a common factor, it's 3. It means 3 by 3, it's 1, and 12 by 3, it's 4. It means you see, then you leave as just 1 times 1 over 4 times 4. And now you see that it's like much easier to multiply just 4 by 4, not 12 by 8. Yeah, it means in this case it's just 1 over 16. It means you see, yeah, that again, numerator times numerator, denominator times denominator. But if you see that you could simplify it just from the beginning, then first of all simplify and then multiply. Super. Okay, and one more operation. Yeah, it's division. That's why, yeah, move to division. And also, yeah, like one more time, yeah, I write you example, and then yeah, you please try to do it in your own. 2 over 49 divided by, for example, 12 over 7, yeah? Please stop video if you know how to do it, yeah, and then solve and then compare with my result. Okay, for division, it's like a rule, yeah, which you need to remember. Yeah, like first fraction, you leave without changes. It means you write 2 over 49. Then division we change by multiplication, and second fraction we flip. It means it becomes just 7 over 12. Yeah, and now you see you have a multiplication. How we multiply? Numerator times numerator, denominator times denominator. And again, if you see that you could simplify, then simplify it. Yeah, it means simplify. 2 and 12 divisible by 2, it means from 12 it's 6, from 2 remaining is 1. Also 7 and 49, 7 by 7 it's 1, and 49 by 7 is 7. It means you have just 1 times 1 over 7 times 6. And now you just multiply. It's 1 over 42. It means you see that you have a result for division as 1 over 42. Okay, and one more important operation for fraction is simplification. Yeah, no, we already use it for multiplication, but in general, yeah, like idea, if you have a common factor that you could simplify it. It means I write you such expression, yeah, it's very typical when a lot of students like do mistakes. That's why, yeah, I want you to focus on this and not do such mistakes, yeah, in your calculations. For example, what to do if you have 25 plus 5x over 10. No, not over 10. Okay, I just correct because then, yeah, I explain you what is a common mistake. Then I write as this plus 10x. So like this, yeah, over 10. And sometimes students think that what they could do like this, they can cancel this 10 and 10, and then they write result 25 plus x. No, please, no and never. Yeah, you cannot simplify this. For fractions, only one way to simplify is through common factor. It means if you have common factor in the numerator and common factor in the denominator, then you could divide it by this number. But you cannot just like take one term from a plus, no, from a sum or from a difference. It's only work for multiplication. Yeah, if you have multiplication on the top and multiplication of a bottom, it's a common factor. That's why this incorrect. Now, never. That's why how to simplify it correctly. 25 plus 10x over 10. Yeah, it means you see that in the numerator you have common factor for 25 and 10, right? It's 5. It means you take 5 out, then in brackets you have 5 remaining from 25 plus 2x, and then over 10. And now you see that on the top you have factor 5, on the bottom you have 10. It means you could divide it 5 and 10 by 5. It means now you could cancel. It means 5 and 10. It means 10 over 5 it's 2, and here remaining 1. 1 we not write, it means just 5 plus 2x over 2. Yeah, you see that you not cancel 10, yeah, you just cancel a common factor. It means, yeah, please never do such mistakes. Yeah, remember that if you don't know like how to operate, especially like when it's any formula or when you need to do rearranging, then one way just to write like similar expression only with numbers, because with numbers it's clear, for example, yes, that you cannot divide before you add. Yeah, it's mean always think about this, because yeah, if you have such type of a mistake, then yeah, you could do like on any step, and then yeah, you continue with an correct result, and then yeah, you just like lost the time, and then yeah, you not get a right answer in the end. It's mean fractions, not care about fractions, yeah, like just continue to study, continue to do like fundamental and basic knowledge with me, and then also we move to algebra, and then yeah, you not do like any mistakes, and your study will be much easier, and then yeah, like you start to admire math because you understand like how to do all of the practice. Okay, I wish you to have a good day and see you on my lessons. Bye!